Welcome all to episode 5 of Shem Mishmuel on the Hagadah Shel Pesach. Today, we're going to be exploring the conversation with the Ben Rasha. We all know in the Hagadah there's Arba'a Banim. Keneged Arba'a Banim dibra Torah, Echad Chacham, Echad Rasha, Echad Tam, Ve'echad she'no yodea lishol. We're going to be dealing with the most challenging, the most exciting one, the Rasha. So, what's the question of the Rasha and what's the answer? So follow me on the Hagadah of the Shem Mishmuel, Daf Ayin Gimel. You have it on the description. Daf Ayin Gimel. At the bottom of the right column. She'elat ben Rasha ma ha'avodah azot lachem. Lachem velo lo. Haynu shechoshev atzmo nifrad ve'en od to'elet be'avodato achar she'itmaker la'asot ra ve'kanat teva sheni. The Rasha says, ma ha'avodah azot lachem. By saying lachem, he excludes himself, which that's what makes him a Rasha. Why is he excluding himself? Why does this Rasha Nebach feel that he's not a part of it? You know why? Because he's so sold, hitmaker. He's so sold, he's so addictive to the bad, and it's already become like his second nature, that he thinks, ein od to'elet ba'avodato, there's no point. Why should I put on tefillin? Why should I learn Torah? Why should I keep some of Shabbos? Why should I eat kosher once if anyways I'm so addicted and I'm so sold to the Ra? That's why he says lachem. It's not lachem out of a place of it's not me, I want to fight you. No, it's lachem from a place of pain. I'm out. I don't feel like what I do has any purpose, has any meaning. Continues the Shem Mishmuel. Aval zeh kfira beikar. This is where the Rasha goes wrong. The Rasha doesn't go wrong by doing wrong. He goes wrong by losing hope on himself. Fascinating. She'akol nimtza me'amitat imatzo ve'she'akol lichvado brao. You have to remember that everything was created from Hashem, and everything Hashem created for His honor. V'hara nami, you're bad, your struggle also. Hi bria ma'akadosh baruch hu. You're bad, your evil is also created from Hashem. Ve'al ken afilu kshu b'sheol tachtit. Even if you're at the bottom of Gehenam, enenu nifrad, you're not separated from Hashem. Ve'adayin beyado lehitgaber al tiv'o u'lekabel al atzmo la'azov darko. You still have the power, you still have the possibility, the door is still open for you to come back, to overcome your nature. I know you think you're addicted. I know you think you have no hope. I know you think it's already your nature and there's no point for your mitzvahs. You're wrong. Everything comes from Hashem, even your bad, even your struggles, even your addictions. And therefore, only accept upon yourself to let go of the bad habits. Ve'az mitzvatav avodato nirtzot, and then your mitzvot and your service to Hashem will be liked by Hashem. Hashem is waiting, His desk, He's going to hug it. Just let go a little bit of your bad ways. Do a mitzvah, Hashem will love it. Stop underestimating what you could do. Like the Rambam says in Ilchot Shuvah, etmol asa mitzvot. If the Rasha stays in his ways and he does a mitzvah, torfilo befanav, they take away his mitzvahs. Ve'ayom he's about tshuva, ose mitzvot umekablin oto benachat ubesimcha. Today, when you're going to do the mitzvah, it will be done with pleasure, with happiness. Hashem will take it. So it's not, I lost hope. Yesterday, maybe you were a Rasha, but today you're about tshuva. And being about tshuva today, letting go of your ways, adapting a mitzvah, that Hashem will embrace. And this is exactly why we were redeemed. We were redeemed from Mitzrayim to do the mitzvot. Hashem didn't take us out of Mitzrayim so we could just enjoy a pina colada on the beach. He took us out of Mitzrayim so we could have the zechut of doing the mitzvot. כמו שכתוב, בעבור זה עשה השם לי. בעבור זה, Hashem did it for the mitzvot. שפירש Rashi ואבן עזרא, בשביל שקיים מצוותיו. וזהו עשה השם לי. This is what the father answers the Ben Rasha. Hashem took me out of Mitzrayim for the mitzvot. שאינני מקיים מצוותיו. ולא לא. אילו היה שם בדעה משובשת שלו, שאין תועלת עוד במצוותיו ולא קיבל עליו לעשות, לא היה נגאל. Wow. Says the Shem Mishmuel, what's pshat? If you would have been there, you would not have been redeemed. What we're telling the child is, regardless of what your spiritual level is, I know you feel like there's no hope and no room for you, but Hashem is desperately waiting for your mitzvah. Hashem is desperately waiting to cherish and to hug your tefillin, your Shabbos, your kashrus, your effort. And that's exactly why He took us out of Mitzrayim, not because we were big tzaddikim, we were not. We didn't have any mitzvahs. V'at eram ve'eryah. But He took us out of Mitzrayim so we could have mitzvahs. But if you would have been in Mitzrayim with that attitude, you would have not gotten out. Because what's your attitude? That a Rasha has no place to do mitzvahs. So, how could you go out of Mitzrayim? The only Yetziat Mitzrayim is bunch of halalu of de avodah zarah, reshaim, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, okay, I'm giving you a chance. They jump on the chance and they get out and they do mitzvahs. But you that you think you have no hope, you that you think that your mitzvah, Hashem doesn't like it, that Hashem is disgusted by your good actions, unfortunately, that's how you think of yourself. You would have never left. Because the whole leaving was in order for us to do mitzvahs. And you think your mitzvot are pointless. So what's the message to the Ben Rasha? Not, and therefore get out of my house. And therefore you don't belong here. No, just the opposite. Just the opposite. You're wrong. You're wrong. You think you don't belong. You think lachem. But and you're wrong. Hashem wants it. Hashem wants your mitzvot. So the big issue with the Ben Rasha is almost not the averah that he does. What makes him a Rasha is the fact that he lost hope on himself. And that's what we have to do to restore his hope, that he could become a tzaddik. And how beautiful we could blend it here. The word of the Al-Shich says, Hakhe et shinav, knock off shinav. He says, Rasha, the Gematria, minus shinav equals tzaddik. So again, you take the word Rasha, Reish, Shin, Ayin, which is 570. You deduct from that Shinav, which is Shin, Nun, Yud, Vav, 366. You're going to be left with Tzadik. Tzadik, Daled, Yud, Kuf, which is 204. So you deduct the Shinav of the Rasha and you show him that you're a Tzadik. That's what a Hakeh Shinav is. Not beat him up, punch him, knock off his teeth. Take off the Shinav, take off that which he's biting with. Reduce the resentment, the conflict, the friction. Take out the Shinav from the equation and you're going to see that the Rasha ends up being a Tzaddik. Rasha minus Shinav is Tzaddik. And this is what the Shem Mishmuel finishes. ולפי שהוציא את עצמו מן הכלל, הנה תכלית בריאת העולם להכניע הרע לטוב. The purpose of creation is to move over, to subdue the bad for the good. כי הכל נמצא מהמיתת הימצאו, it's all from Hashem. Don't get so scared of the bad. I know you're engaged with bad. Hashem made it. Hashem made your bad. In order for you to change it and to improve and to move over to the side of good. ועל כן סוף כל סוף ישוב הכל לשורשו ויהיה הכל טוב. At the end of the day, it's all going to be good. Don't give up. וממילא כשהוציא עצמו מן הכלל ואומר שאין לו תקווה. Therefore, you know where the Rasha goes wrong? When he says lachem and he thinks he has no hope. Zui kfira. That's where he goes wrong. Not when he broke Shabbat. Not when he broke Asher. Not when he didn't go with you to Shul. When he thinks there is no hope, that's where he becomes Rasha. Surely if we are feeding him that message that he has no hope, for sure that's wrong. So what's the attitude to the Ben Rasha? What's the attitude to the struggling kid? The attitude to the struggling kid is to give him a big hug. Knock off his teeth. Take off the shinav from the Rasha. Show him that he's a tzaddik. Give him a big hug and show him how if you reduce the friction, you reduce the resentment, you reduce the shinav, you're a tzaddik, your mitzvot are appreciated by Hashem. That's exactly what Yetziat Mitzrayim is for. It's for you. You're not wrong for doing wrong. You're doing wrong for losing hope. Don't lose hope. Hashem is desperately waiting now for you to fulfill Sipur Yetziat Mitzrayim, to eat a shtickle matzah, to be a part of the Seder, and to come back